Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 54, I think, of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In this episode, we're going to continue on with the quest line where we are trying to get Jolie's friend out of prison, see if he's innocent or not. Let's talk to the people in the hotel. Start by doing that because there's supposed to be a witness or two in here that we can talk to. Ignis. Let's talk to Ignis.
You are the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could it have gone off after he
No,
left?
I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
Persuade, you could testify it happened after he left.
No. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison.
I'm going to ask you something else.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only two other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
I have no more questions for now.
Okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
Journal entry added. Let's see if we can't find these witnesses. Here's an empty room.
You with the cell, Kath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Alasa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Alasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics, usually.
You mean Sunry was having a relationship with Alasa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Oh, well, Alasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Persuade, what did you see?
I didn't see anything, and there's no way you can make me say otherwise. Now quit asking.
Let's see if this guy will talk for 100 credits.
100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble I'd be having if I told you. Sorry, you're going to have to look somewhere else.
Okay, I'll ask you something else. What'd you see?
In my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Alasa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty.
I have nothing more to ask.
Yes, well, I'll be right here. Not like they're letting me go anywhere else.
Let's check this footlocker. 100 credits. Can't go in that room. Can't go in that room. Wait, can I go in it? Nope. Not gonna give me the option to try to break in. Let's talk to Glooport.
Chiki kun selkap, Jona mulira ton glupor, glupor kimba no kun yek lorcha.
I have questions about the murder of Alasa.
Glupor ton hit wanaji selkat agi inko tune, glupor mulira, chuna mulira, tonk glupor kitpa non kun yek sit abog.
Why were you at the hotel?
Glupor yun tun chiwi ita, pola un jikne mulira glupor, kon mulis limo pui wanga kun biskin. Glupor kimba nikcha lora kun.
What did you see?
Glupor chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Glupor nibo jimata wipun nage. Tong abag sun sham u glupor ninong. Glupor tong hit wamaji salkat ag inko tune. Tong kimba no kun nikset abog.
What about Alasa's room?
Glupor pichage borang turang. Glupor wangki yuma batmalyaw no wish. Glupor no una pangpa mulira kong king.
Persuade, did someone pay you to do something in that room, Gloopor?
Kun mulira slimo poy wanga kun makachisa glupor. Tong abog sinshan glupor ni nong kili glupor chiwa aita kan kicha na selkat. Glupor nibo mulira glupo ni msit. Glupor sha glupor pampa ki mulira kun king. Glupor chachopa si chawa wish kun kun. Glupor bagra shak konti cha yuman. Tong itzalkat wama jiko na. Glupor ag inko tune. Glupor no molira, chuna mulira, tong pa no kun, no nek. Glupor chachopa. Glupor bagwa shank konti machid Glupor nada chawa yishun kun.
Okay, so that's, let's talk to him some more.
Wama ji, human act in ikatun.
Do you know anything about the Selkath youth have gone missing?
Glupor kakin cha nawabakaon. Mufmala nibo glupor jimata wipunage. Glupor ranka ja, tong shiabag ja.
Let's ask about the star maps.
Glupor tati ya baba Hassan shan. Glupor chuba chi jopa kun wata.
And more questions later.
Chopa bogra shanko tachi cha. Chawa wiskun yun kun.
Okay, so somebody planted the metal. So Gloopor planted the metal in his room.
You again. Didn't I tell you people everything I knew? So why do you keep coming back to me? Sunry, I only heard of once or kept the rest of the... Yes, she rented a room every week or so. Coincidentally, it was right about the same time that Sunry would show up. They didn't seem all that discreet either. I'm not saying it. And there isn't any rule against... Oh. I didn't see... 100... Thanks. Yes.
Okay. So somebody planted the metal, and that guy knows something he's not
You're
telling
the
us.
one defending... Well, okay.
Let's go talk to Sunry. We do...
Jedi, I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Huh?
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
They'll just give it to me?
No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Okay. Well, I'll go back to the Republic Embassy. I want to talk to Sunray real quick, because I want to see if he has anything more to say.
Hey, Tyberg, how's it going?
Chiwa ay takang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muliras nimo poiwanga tang itwamaji human act in ikatune.
Ah, glad to hear it. Hey, this stuff's all for the Republic embassies, so can you just bill it to them?
Kakincha nawabakaon. Bagwa siyang kontimachit
I always shop here. Tyberg's prices are the best in the city.
Let's see if Tyvark knows anything.
Chiwi ay takachong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra tang itwamaji ko na. Tong kipa non kunek abog. Jaskrangki to patslimo. Chi itakangki chana kilikon. Kinba muli ra dwanaji. Kinba no kunik set abog. Achua pengti. Yun patisa. Tichuba jikutka naga. Kinbu mwa muli ra dwana. Kinba nikcha lora kun.
I think I'll be going now.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama jiko na. Tong kipa non kunek abog.
Okay. Guess I don't get to talk to him about it. Let's... Where the fuck is Sunry? I don't exactly remember. I'll go this way. West Central Courtyard. Okay. Public soldier.
Can't stop to talk to tourists. I'm on Kolto packing duty.
Where is he? I don't remember. This isn't it.
Hako chichopa. Kinba muli ra dwanaji. Chiska nichu. Kuyami juski chika nai. Tong patoga smaktilia. Abis dubong kuki pangpa. Tong itwamaji human act in ikatune. Hako chichopa.
Not right now.
Ubabaska dwana chichopa muska. Chiyokaku.
There are a lot of people in this game that exist solely for the purpose of playing Pazag against. He's obviously one of them. I mentioned in the last set of episodes that I now have a PlayStation 4... Oh, Docking Bay, we're going backwards. Yeah, I now have a PlayStation 4, and I've had quite a fair amount of experience with it at this point, and I can say that I've thoroughly enjoyed the console. Like, this is a much better, like, vastly improved console from the PlayStation 3, which I love the PlayStation 3, but I'll be lying through my teeth if I didn't say it doesn't have some problems. The controller isn't the greatest. I mean, it's still, like, comfortable to hold except for the triggers. The triggers suck on it. The interface isn't the greatest either, and it's slow. Like, it takes forever to load anything, and they fixed all three of those with that. And then they did more than just fix the controller, though. I mean, this is prior to the PlayStation 3 controller. Prior to this, my favorite controller of all time was the DualShock 2 from the PlayStation 2, and this was pretty much going to replace that because it's just so comfortable to hold and feels just perfect in your hand, and I absolutely love it. I'm just way impressed with this. Like, it's snappy, it's fast. All around very, very impressive.
Oh, it's you. I probably should cut back, but I don't really. What is there to investigate? Obviously, Sunry is guilty, but the Republic is doing everything they can to keep him out of a Selkath prison. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks. Oh, come on. What's the matter? Seems I'm not.
I really like the
Clear out. You're cramped.
I really like the redesigned interface. It's much, much better it's better looking, and it's easier to use than the one on the PlayStation 3. It's just a vast improvement over that, and I like it a lot.
Joey, coming to soon, old friend. Oh, I grow. Go ahead, ask. I don't know what this must look like, yes. Yes, we were having an affair. I know it was wrong, but I'm a weak man. Alasa was beautiful and young. How was I to resist her charms? But I didn't kill her. I loved her. Please. I know I made a terrible mistake getting involved with Alasa, but I was going there to break it off with her. I did it, but found out later that she was dead. I don't deserve to go to jail just for having an affair, do I? You have to help me prove that I wasn't the killer.
Let's see, can we say anything else? There's a few
Go
things.
ahead,
There's a Rhodian who planted evidence of the murder scene.
A Rhodian? I didn't know there were any Rhodians on Manan. Oh, except for Tyvark and this one named Glupar who was hanging around the hotel all the time. Okay, so maybe there are a whole bunch of Rhodians on Manan. But what does that matter? If he planted evidence at the scene, it's a clear sign of a frame-up. He probably took all the evidence of the real killer at the same time. The evidence of a Sith conspiracy keeps getting stronger, doesn't it? I suspect there's still stuff you want to clear up. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
On second thought, I want to ask something else.
Very well. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go...
Okay, so we got the truth out of him about the affair.
When I...
So that's a start. Let's return to the Sith embassy.
I hear you. I started seeing Alasa last year. I had my suspicions for a while, but he was careless. Pretty soon everyone knew. But even though I'm sure that harlot was only using him, I know he couldn't have killed her. He came and confessed to the affair to me. He said he was going there to break it off, to end it. Maybe the Sith woman attacked him, and he had to defend himself. But even though he cheated on me, inside he's still the man I loved. Love. He's too kind and gentle to have killed her in cold blood. That was a long time ago. in a war far, far away. He's changed now, settled down. Oh, just please, prove his innocence.
Don't worry, I'll save him.
Find the real evidence. That's all I ask. The real evidence will prove Sunry didn't do this.
We're working on it. Need to go back to the hotel so I can go to the embassy. Because the guy said to go to the embassy and do some investigating because there's something up with this. And I imagine the higher-ups found out about, on both sides, probably found out about the affair, and they were none too happy about it. Anyway, yeah, I'm really impressed with the PlayStation 3. I'm PlayStation 4 so far, and I'm seriously considering putting together I guess you would say a review of it, of the system itself and all its many features and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to, but I'm thinking about it. Capturing footage from it is actually going to be really easy because I can just capture footage directly from the console itself and then just upload them. Directly to my YouTube account. Oh, and my FS Metal YouTube account, by the time this goes up, I should finally get rid of the copyright strike that I got on that particular channel, so I'm pretty excited about that. Happy to be able to upload videos longer than 15 minutes again. That 15-minute time limit, that gets old real quick, man. Although I usually don't upload stuff that's that long to it. What's this over here? I don't remember my way around this planet all that well. East Courtyard. I need to find the hotel. Because right across from the hotel is the embassy. I've got 2 videos planned right in the planning stages right now. One of them is the PlayStation 4 video that I am still considering doing. I'm kind of planning it out in my head how I want it to go. And the other...
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Why are your soldiers loading so much Kolto?
Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
I have some questions about Ahto City.
A beautiful place, Ahto City. A paradise on the water. But remember, within the city itself, the Selkath have absolute authority. They're a tough race, but fair. Obey the Selkath laws, keep the peace, and you should encounter no problems. I assume you received a visitor guide to the city when you docked your ship. I regret there is little I can tell you that's not in the visitor guide, my good Jedi. My duties rarely permit me to venture beyond the walls of the Republic Embassy.
I am on a mission with Jedi Council. Perhaps you can help with it?
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map, remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manan?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
What do you need me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Where is the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manon. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
How do I get in the Sith base?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Interrogating prisoner sounds good.
Good. It's a logical place to start. But you should also hear about the other options available to you. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Is there another way?
The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
Let's try interrogating the prisoner.
Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Okay, let's talk to him one more time.
Have you managed to...
No, I haven't.
Time is a critical...
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you, everybody, for watching this episode of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. That would be greatly appreciated. We'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks, everybody, and goodbye.